Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another recording of Lego Batman and the Lego Batman the video game. Let's continue the villain story. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. Are we going to do a vehicle level with Two-Face? Or are we going straight to the Riddler? And this will be the last level. Let's see, the freeze cannon, the vine seeds, the super laser, and the key, all pieces to a glorious puzzle. Put them together and what have you got? The Gotham Gold Reserves. Our prize awaits. And that's Two-Face. Everybody else has already been captured. See, and this is supposed to be the Gotham Gold Reserves. It looks like Arkham Island. So this is the big reveal here. How each one of these items was going to help them, I guess. Breaking blocks. So we're in a slightly different area design than where we were when we played as the hero. Let's go ahead and play as Two-Face so we have the gun going on. So when you're mind controlling somebody, you have the wonderful ability to not get hit by enemies, it seems like. It seems like the guy walked too far away, I think. So yeah, I have to wait till he walks back and then come over here and mind control him again. Vehicle. Here's something else to build. Bomb. Exactly what we need. Step on the plunger, set off the bomb. Now we're free. So now we don't need him anymore. I don't believe I can. These guys are shooting me like crazy. Does the crane or the bucket scoop here, whatever it's called, extend? And it doesn't look like it does. So, I don't know how useful that is. See, because there's this whole section here, right here, where it seems like you'd scoop something up, but for the life of me, none of the buttons I'm pressing seems to work. So I guess the next thing to do is just use this to blow up these silver things. But not the silver things up there, I don't know how you would get to those. And I can't drive through those, which pretty much means the only thing I can do is, well, those. Let's go up here and see if there's anything worthwhile up here. Seems like there might be. build this. Break this. Build that. Push it that way. Push it this way. Hit the switch. Half of the spotlight is now powered. I can't reach up there. So I imagine that's free play mode stuff. Apparently I can shoot that, or somebody else shot it for me. Either way. Let's come over here, smash this, build another one of these. Really nice detailed goblins here on the left, but sure don't look Lego, do they? Was this game gonna be a kid's game that wasn't Lego based originally? Was that the thought? Because you could add the Lego treatment on top of, I bet, quite a few games, and it would work pretty well. That's one of those things you'll never know the answer to, unfortunately, unless you get some inside information that is super top secret. But yeah, I could see you taking 60% of this game and taking all the Lego stuff out and still having the basis of a different kids game or a different Batman game of some sort. Really need Riddler for this, apparently. Mind control the helicopter. So the helicopter has a gun. Have some fun with this. Fly around. Try to break everything we can hit. Flying way out here. This is how you want to control a vehicle. Just inside the level, not anything too special. Can I not hit the silver dollar? No, it doesn't look like I can. That. Come over here. We got a collectible. By doing that, there's another collectible over here to get. Let's go ahead and leave that alone. So the problem is I can't get up there. Neither one of my characters can reach that. Darn it. Play as this guy and jump down here. Get that one. Every one of these mini kits we get in the story mode is one we don't have to get in free play mode. So that's nice. Take all these studs and go through the door. So this is a completely new area. Again, quite a lot of completely new areas for the villain story. It's rather a lot of game that you potentially would have missed completely. Just because the game wasn't put together in a proper fashion that you knew enemies mode, villains mode existed and you should play it. And it almost makes sense to play this after you play chapter 1. Yeah, it probably makes a little bit more sense to play it then. studs. That's all I need is more studs. I love these studs. There's nothing there. There's something here. There we go. Did we get everything else? It looks like we did, so. Control this guy. Turn him into a destructive supervillain. Open that gate. So once you have control of this guy, how would you get him to suck up all those parts and fill up the machine here? The answer is you can't. You need the glass Batman to break the glass so Robin could jump through there and do it himself. Very much free play mode stuff there. Obviously. There's a new gameplay concept that has become somewhat popular these days, where they'll show you something like a giant mountain at the very beginning of a game, and then they will say you can get to that mountain by the time you're at you've played the game almost to full completion. And it's supposed to be awe-inspiring. But I tell you right now, playing these levels, it's not very awe-inspiring to simply see a bunch of elements that can only be done in free play. I think the free play is still very much just making you play the game twice. There we go. That's what I needed to do. And I don't want games to force me to ever play the same content more than once. At least in this villains mode. I mean, this villains mode deserves the credit, all credit due, for making us go through what is effectively the same section of time, but in a different area from the perspective of a different character. And if you were going to expand the game out that way, that wouldn't be terrible. If there was an entire game where you spent the same day as different characters in the game, seeing their perspective. That's almost, I'm sure there's some movie that's done something like that. I just don't remember what it's called. And from a video game aspect, that could be very cool. There are some video games that do somewhat similar things, but none that are very recent that I can think of. So does he have super strength? I don't think Two-Face has super strength. Interesting. So I go through here, and then this guy goes and pushes this upward. It's a manual elevator. And then I go up here, shoot the cameras out, because that's what you always want to do. And that adds a ladder for the Riddler, and opens this for that, and I think we just go in this elevator, or doorway. whatever this happens to be. Go ahead and kill all these guys. Destroy these electrical panels. Almost a true supervillain. Man, I cannot train myself just to say supervillain. I should have taken probably more of a break between the last Lego game I played and this one. But I have to keep myself busy. Keep on recording as much as possible. That's one of my goals, if not motto. That. Here. Come over here. Come over here. Can I get the Riddler across? No, that's the problem. What did that help? There's now gold things I can't shoot. And this is a Joker thing. So that's not gonna work. Ah, I had to destroy that. Now the Riddler can make it pass. That really didn't make much sense. Didn't explain itself well at all. I need probably 5,000 more studs. Now 3,000. Now 2,000. 3 gold piggy banks can't be destroyed with torch. Come on, supervillain. There we go. I have never gotten stuck behind, stuck on things with this sneaking against the wall mechanic in any other Lego game I can recall. That must have been something that they were trying to introduce and they took out later. Because it seems so unnecessary too. The last thing I would ever expect a Lego game to be would be some stealth game like Deus Ex Human Revolution or Metal Gear Solid or any other game similar to those. That's just not how I expect any kid would ever play any video game at first. I'm sure there is some kid out there though that is really good at stealth games. I don't put that as a large percentage. I'm generalizing, of course. Okay, so this guy can climb up here. Hit everything with a broom. This is a puzzle. Definitely see a puzzle going on here. Can't get to that piece, fortunately. Down we go, and pull the switch. There's just door after door after door on this safe. We're building something huge here. This is really, really big, but it's really Lego too. And I like that. We don't see a lot of that. Of just gigantic constructions. So we've got our Gatling gun, X button, B button does nothing. Destroy that. Destroy that. There we go, finally got that open. So we don't need any more of that. We can come up here and break some of this stuff. Just to make sure there's nothing here. And there's nothing there. So Two-Face needs to get in here. To the gold. They put on sunglasses because it's so bright. All the gold. And I believe that is going to be it for the story. We'll see. I can't imagine that they're going to try to squeeze a vehicle mission in here and then a Riddler mission on top of it. But maybe they are. We'll know in a second. We will know definitely in a second whether there's going to be more story. Nope, no more story. Let's finish the story. Alright, so that's Chapter 1 from the villain's perspective. I have to say, just the fact that it doesn't have a vehicle level in it probably says it's better than the Batman's perspective. And it is definitely more of a traditional Lego game playing as the villains than it is playing as Batman, because we don't have to change suits, which is a new and slightly strange concept for the Lego universe. I think they're both versions, the heroes versions and the villains, are pretty much similar. Not overlapping on levels at all, but I wouldn't say the villain's level is drastically better than the Batman level, but it certainly is slightly better by the lacking of the vehicle level alone. So I don't know how you do this. Would you have... What I would want would be that as soon as you started the game, you went in the story mode, and you did not hit finish story until you'd done the final level of Chapter 3 as either Batman or as the Joker. Probably as the Joker. But then it doesn't make any sense. I think what it should do is it should just alternate. I think that would work fine. If they had put a slight training tutorial level at the very beginning where you played as Batman, and then after you did that tutorial level, it said this game alternates between playing as the bad guys and the good guys, if it threw us into Chapter 1 as the bad guys, that would be great. And then it could throw us into the Chapter 1 as the good guys, Batman and Robin, because we know that Batman and Robin always come in and beat the bad guys, so the bad guys have to go first. And that would have been great. That would have been 30, maybe even a little bit more than 30 levels of varying lengths. This level, again, not very long. Uh, but when you have 30-minute levels or 15-minute levels, that certainly has a straight story. And that's how we should have experienced it. And then, after you hit finish story, after playing every single level in story mode, that's when you come back and you say free play mode is unlocked. You've collected all of these items. You can go to the Batcave. You can find all the secrets in the Batcave, which there really aren't that many. It's very strange. It's very strange how this game got put together. It feels half done. It feels like if they had spent another year on it, there would have been a lot more. And if they had ever, when we get to Lego Batman 2, you will certainly see that Lego Batman 2 is drastically different, majorly improved. There we are, we are at 32.9% completed as far as all of the collectibles. Considering there are no gold bricks, that is not going to be a very big challenge for us to get 100%, which we certainly will try to do. I'm almost certain we'll get it. So yeah, pretty good. Now we just have 2 more chapters to accomplish, and then we will be straight into free play mode. And when we get into free play mode, we're gonna just get the red brick detector and the mini kit detector and run around as fast as possible to collect all the things that we can collect and get 100%. And I think there's no challenge mode. Challenge mode was always a pain in Lego Star Wars, so I'm glad to see it gone. And we didn't see a challenge mode in Lego Marvel Superheroes either as far as the levels. So I don't think challenge mode ever came back, and there's a good reason for that. That was annoying to try to get a person to play the same level 3 times at least. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button. It says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.